Hi, this is Zak Mir with the Bulletin Board Heroes here on Share Talk for Tuesday, the 28th of August. Starting off with Cluff Natural Resources, where I may be jumping the gun a bit, but it looks as though the shares have broken this resistance line from the beginning of July. End of day close above the 50-day moving average at 2.01 should be enough to confirm the breakout, and then hopefully a move back to 2.8 pence, which was formerly June resistance, stop loss just back below the 1.8 pence level. On to a stock which has caused a bit of heartache, I think, for some investors, given the pullback we've seen from 18, 19 pence. Possibility of a falling wedge breakout here, a gap higher today. Probably want to see an end-of-day close back above 8 pence and that resistance line from July, just to confirm that there could be a lasting turnaround here. Obviously, the stop loss back below 7 pence. Initial target, if we can hold above 8, up to about 10 or 11, which is the 50 and 200-day moving averages area. Stock which I managed to miss totally until today is Ormonde Mining, but still worth a look given the great progress. It's a good lesson, I suppose, in charting here with the break above the 50 and 200-day moving averages in April. And then really since then hugging the 50-day line on support and gapping higher periodically. Saw that in May and then also in August as well. Sideways to upwards in the consolidation, which is a very strong sign as well. So up to 8 pence is the target here, which would be the top of last year's trend channel, and that target value while we hold above 4.5, which was resistance in May and earlier in August. Going on to a stock which there isn't much to go on as far as historical data, but looks as though we've got a falling wedge here for this situation for Rockfire Resources. 1.4 pence the trigger, let's say, and then above that we could head back towards retesting 2 to 2.4 pence over the next few weeks. Stop loss either just back below the 1.4 pence area, or probably more sensibly back below 1.2, which is the late June support line. We'll see what happens there. Celebrations in order for UK oil and gas, in the sense that the shares touched the 200-day moving average at 2.3 pence earlier today. Want to see an end-of-day close above that to open up the long-awaited now 3.5 pence technical target. Stop loss still back below the 50-day moving average at 1.94. Shares which have been on the back foot rather painfully in the recent past are Widecells. Good move on Friday up to the 50-day moving average, 2.57 pence. Really, if you're cautious on the stock, you want to see that an end-of-day close back above the 200-day line and no push back below the support area, which is a trend line from July at 2 pence. If we can hold above the 50-day line, the target there would be to fill that gap area between 3.5 and 4 pence over the following couple of months. Finishing off with Zanaga, which has had a reasonable ride of late, a bit slow to clear the 20 pence area, but we had a couple of second go of that from the middle of this month. The ideal scenario now is that we hold now above the 20 pence resistance and head up to the big target here as high as 35 pence, which is the top of a rising trend channel from November last year. Only back below 16 pence, that last low really flashing any alarm bells or sounding any alarm bells on that situation. That's it from me. More updates this time tomorrow.